Let me ask you something honestly. How many times have you told yourself, okay, I'm done wasting time, from tomorrow, I'm serious? And you meant it. You weren't joking. You weren't being lazy. You genuinely wanted to change. But then, tomorrow comes. You wake up with good intentions, and somehow, a few hours later, you're scrolling, or gaming, or watching random videos you don't even care about. And at night, you sit there thinking, what's wrong with me? Here's the truth. Nothing is wrong with you. You're not broken. You're not weak. You're not doomed to fail. You're just living in a world that perfectly hijacks your brain chemistry. And the chemical at the center of all this, dopamine. Now, most people call dopamine the pleasure chemical. That's not really accurate. Dopamine isn't about pleasure. It's about anticipation. It's about that tiny spark in your brain that says something good might happen. Not after it happens, before. That moment when your phone lights up. Before you even check the notification, there's a small rush. That's dopamine. When you refresh your feed wondering if someone liked your post, dopamine. When you queue up for a game thinking, maybe this match I'll rank up, dopamine. It's the chase. And here's the part that matters. Your brain loves unpredictable rewards. If rewards are random, uncertain, surprising, dopamine fires stronger. That's why scrolling is so addictive. You don't know what's coming next. Maybe it's funny, maybe it's dramatic, maybe it's someone you like, maybe it's nothing. But the uncertainty keeps you hooked. It's the same psychological principle used in slot machines. You don't win every time, but you might. So you keep pulling. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Now compare that to studying. You open a textbook, there's no surprise, no flashing light, no random jackpot. You already know what's inside. It's predictable. And predictable rewards don't create big dopamine spikes. So your brain quietly labels it high effort, low immediate reward. And that's why it feels boring. Not because it's useless, not because you're stupid, but because your brain evolved to prioritize immediate, uncertain rewards over slow, predictable ones. And here's where it gets deeper. When you constantly expose your brain to high-stimulation activities, short videos, fast-paced gaming, junk food, constant notifications, your dopamine system adapts. Your brain always adapts. If something spikes too high, too often, it lowers sensitivity. It's like turning the volume down. So, over time, normal life feels quieter. Reading feels slower. Conversations feel less exciting. Studying feels almost painful. And you think you lost motivation. But what really happened is this. Your baseline shifted. You trained your brain to expect high stimulation, so now normal effort feels underwhelming. And this is the part people don't talk about enough. You start blaming yourself. You think, I have no discipline. I have no focus. Other people can do it. Why can't I? But discipline isn't just about willpower. It's about environment. If your phone is next to you while you're studying, you're not fighting laziness. You're fighting a system designed by thousands of engineers to capture your attention. Every notification is a tiny dopamine trigger. Every vibration is anticipation. You're not weak, you're human. The good news is this: your brain adapts both ways. If you reduce constant stimulation, not forever, not dramatically, just intentionally, if you allow yourself to feel bored sometimes without immediately escaping, if you consistently show up to do hard things, even when they feel dull at first, your brain begins to relearn. It starts associating effort with progress, and progress with reward. Eventually, dopamine starts firing in anticipation of meaningful work. You begin to feel a small pull toward the gym, a small satisfaction in finishing a study session, a quiet pride after doing what you said you would do. It's not explosive, it's not flashy, but it's real, and it's stable. Boredom stops feeling scary. Silence stops feeling unbearable. You don't reach for your phone every 30 seconds. And one day, you notice something subtle but powerful. You feel more in control. Not because you became a different person, but because you stopped overstimulating the one you already are. You don't lack discipline. You were just constantly overstimulated. Modern life makes distraction effortless and focus difficult. Understanding dopamine doesn't magically fix everything, but it removes the self-hate. It replaces "I'm lazy" with "my brain adapted, I can retrain it." And that shift alone, that's powerful. Because once you stop fighting yourself, you can finally start designing your life instead of reacting to it.